Yes, so we are going to do part R in number 4 in the worksheet, and number 4 part R in the worksheet. So here it is. Okay. Now, when you look at this, this looks a little, confusing. If you type it in your calculator, here it is, we typed it. 3 subtract 2, open bracket, minus 1, close bracket, subtract 2, open bracket, minus 1, close bracket, squared as is. The calculator gives us 3 as its output. But what did the calculator do to get 3? Now remember, the purpose for this course is to have a dominion over numbers, especially when negative sign is involved. You can get accustomed of separating terms. Each term is separated by a plus and a minus sign. So there are 1, 2, 3 terms. Remember, when you see any sign, especially a negative sign, it belongs to the number on the right. Any number, the sign of any number is to its left. The sign of any number is to its left, and the sign that you see belongs to the number on its right. Okay, so that negative sign there belongs to the 2. That negative sign belongs to the 2. This is a positive 3. This is a positive 3. So that's how we can separate it. There's an invisible little and. Okay. Let me write it in a lighter font. Anytime you start separating, there is an and going on between the space created, and you cannot separate a sign away and leave it blank. This would have been wrong if I do that. If I do that, that would be totally wrong. I separating a sign and its number. I changing the number itself. That's a negative 2. When I do that, I'm saying negative 2 changing to positive 2. That is totally wrong. This. All right, so you can get accustomed of doing that, so you can, start to see things clearly. And once a space is created, bam, you cannot separate multiplies. It's only addition and division, and subtractions you can subtract. You can separate. So I cannot separate. That cannot be separated. No. You cannot separate multiply and divide. You can only separate addition and subtraction. Here, a separation can be created. So these are the 3 terms. The 3 and this and that. Okay. So get accustomed to do that. No. This is a positive 3. Okay. This is a positive 3. And this is negative 2 times negative 1. This is actually 2. Because that's negative 2 times negative 1 is positive 2. And here now we have a negative 2 times a negative 1 squared. Okay, see, this is actually equal to negative 2 times what? Negative 1 squared. But what is negative 1 squared? Negative 1 squared is negative 1 times negative 1. Okay. So almost to the end, what do we have? We have a 3 and a 2, and we have that's negative 2 times negative 1. That's a positive 2 times negative 1, and a negative 2. That's what we have. We have a 3 and a 2 and a negative 2. A 3 and a 2 and a negative 2 will give us what? A 3 and a 2 and a negative 2, that is 3 plus 2. Okay, so we can go back to automatic. Plus 2. That's 5. and the -2, 5 and -2, 5 take away 2 is 3. Can put the 3 below it. So that's how the calculator gives us 3, okay, by typing it. Yeah, that's where the 3 come up. That's what the calculator did to give us 3 for this, okay, to give us 3 for that. That's where the 3 come up. Okay, so stuck up together like this, it looks confusing, and you want to separate. The 3 is separated. This negative sign belongs to the 2. There's a multiplication, so they are glued to each other, so it's in the middle. This negative sign belongs to the 2, so the separation can start right here. Okay, the separation starting here. And then once a space is created, you have an automatically and going on, and turns to plus when you arithmetic. This is a +3. Okay,